Hi guys!
Hi guys!
I'm Riss.
I'm Sean!
And we are going to be doing our Discussion Tuesday.
That's correct.
And we are going to be talking about video game lengths. What's too short, and what's too long, and our opinions on it. Let's talk.
Video game lengths. I must say, great topic.
Thanks.
With The Witcher 3 being released, 200 hours it takes to see everything in that game.
I think that's a little crazy.
I think that's a long-ass game.
I think I don't have that much time.
I think that we're saying I think too much.
Maybe.
Now, so 200 hours for one video game, that's like, I see you putting that much time into like an MMO. This is just a single-player only game here.
But like, it's one of those like things, like it's good if it has the content to back it up.
Oh, when it does.
Right? So, like, if you have trophies, obviously you're a big trophy hunter, so you're obviously going to put the time to play. Whereas me, I like when the trophy pops up, but I'm not going to purposely do something. I tried to...
I will make you do it.
I don't know.
Now, so with 200 hours being too much, what, in your opinion, would make the perfect length of a video game? What's too short?
It all depends on the game.
Okay.
Like, we haven't picked The Witcher up yet.
No.
So I can't say that for surely 200 hours. Well, okay, honestly, I do. I think 200 hours is just ridiculous.
It's a long game.
But
it's a long game, I'm saying.
200 hours might be sufficient for that gameplay, that game style.
Yes.
That story.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you take a game like... I'm trying to think of a game that we have. Like Assassin's Creed. 200 hours for Assassins, I think that's ridiculous. Even like 20 hours for Assassins, seeing all the trophies.
Yep.
That kills me.
Why?
It's repetitive.
It does.
It gets so repetitive, and then by the end, I'm just like, you're like, you could be one trophy off, and you're like, I'm not fucking marching my ass across the map. There's no way.
The thing with The Witcher, though, is it has the RPG mechanics, right? So you're always going to be chasing that better piece of gear, the better armor, and, you know, going to towns and picking up all the side quests.
Right. So like I said, if it has the content and the information, well, not information, what the hell? If it has the content and everything else to go with it, then it works out. I don't know. 200 hours, when you think about it, 200 is a big number.
Yeah.
It's just a big number.
Now, let's go back to a game that we played just recently that was too short, in my opinion. The Order 1886.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
We dove in, and I was able to get the Platinum Trophy, and that's like seeing everything.
Yeah, because he doesn't miss anything.
Literally a 10 hour, maybe 11, I can't remember exactly for point, but I'm pretty sure 11 hours maximum to beat that game. Short.
That's short.
Very short.
And the storyline was good in that, though. Like, they could have added so much to that to expand it. They never did. But it's the same thing with Far Cry. Far Cry is an awesome game. But the amount of time that you have to put into that game to complete everything is just ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, you're totally right.
Like, I don't know, I think you could easily go with, like, I don't know, I'm not good for hours.
I'm taking notes. I'm just taking notes.
Notes, folks. Those are his notes.
That's me riding in the mountain. Okay, that's the Mountain Witcher.
Okay, anyway, you're the one that actually beat and played Far Cry. I did a little bit of scavenging.
I fucking love Far Cry.
But,
shit got repetitive.
How much time did you put into that?
Far Cry, I easily put in 35, maximum at 40 hours. And I think that, in any game, is the perfect length. Because you're going to do the collectibles, you're going to do your trophy hunting, and you're going to have the storyline. And then if they...
But you did something silly with that game.
What?
You played Assassins.
Assassins or Far Cry?
Assassins. And then you turned around and went right into Far Cry.
Yeah, because Assassins had a lot of collectibles that you had to collect.
And then you got sick and tired of Far Cry because of all the collectibles.
There is a point in a game where you have too many collectibles. Like, I get having, find 50 of these, 50 of those, but when you're looking for like 100 of something, and then not just 100 of these, 100 of those. They hop into another game that has that same fucking collecting mechanic. It always seems to be an Ubisoft game. God damn it, Ubisoft. What's that?
Everything against Ubisoft.
You like they're Just Dance games.
Okay, so you're saying 35 to 40 hours is like the perfect length for you.
Yes,
So what do you think is going to happen?
I like it big.
What do you think is going to happen with this extra large sized game that comes out?
I'm gonna play the shit out of it.
But do you think you're going to get sick and tired of it?
I
after
hope
a
not.
while?
I don't know. I think from reviews I've seen and what they've said, they've put in. I follow IGN. The reviewer gave it a 9.3 out of 10, saying they put an hour, 100 hours into the game with a lot more content to still dive into.
The straightforward and fetch quest heavy main story overstays its welcome. The option of joyfully adventuring through a rich, expansive open world was always there for me when I'd start to burn out. Even if the plot isn't terribly interesting, the many characters who play a part in it are. And along with the excellent combat and RPG gameplay, they elevate The Witcher 3 to a plane few other RPGs inhabit. For more on The Witcher, keep it on IGN.
So he's 100 hours in. He still has shit tons to do, and by the sounds of it, just a quick talk on The Witcher 3. Apparently, the main story is kind of slogged down. So, but we'll post a link. So if you guys want to check that review out for yourselves, check the description below. I don't want to hop in. This isn't a review. This isn't.
No, not at all. We don't have it yet.
We're using The Witcher as a big.
An example.
It's one of the biggest games that has come out this year on the PS4. So we want to dive in. We want to talk about this line. Now, which game have you played recently that you played from start to end, and you thought that was good? That was what I needed.
The last game that I personally played, and not a game that you and I shared on, would have been The Last of Us.
Yes.
And I feel like that gameplay was perfect. It had enough cutscenes, the video, everything just kept you reeled in. Like, it was an awesome game. And like, it's not that I don't play a lot of games. I'm just one of I'm that person on the sidelines that collects everything for you, or I grab your gear and I go kill things, and you do the rest. And that's. But I don't know. I can't tell you exactly how many hours we put into The Last of Us, but we did complete it in a fairly decent time frame, and it was really fun and engaging. And
I don't think at any point within us playing that game we said, "Man, this is repetitive. We want this to end. When is it going to end?"
It was like a movie. Whoever wasn't playing was engaged by the graphics, and the gameplay, everything deals in with that time. Sorry, Pen. I apologize.
I feel like, in my opinion, just by going by developers, okay?
Yeah.
We got Naughty Dog, who released games like Uncharted, Last of Us.
Uncharted was good too.
I was gonna say Crash Bandicoot, but they haven't.
I was gonna say, as soon as you said Naughty Dog, because I was thinking of Crash Bandicoot.
So you got that over here. They have like the perfect amount of gameplay, length, collectibles, and whatnot. And on this side of the spectrum, we got Ubisoft.
Okay.
Your lovers that want to throw in a billion collectibles. A billion.
I think it's because they think that that's what people want.
And I love collecting. It's a good feeling. But when you're doing it more than actually enjoying the gameplay, it gets too much.
You spend more time collecting than actually playing the game.
Yeah. So, coming down to a final conclusion, where in that middle from, let's say, 20 hours to 100 hours, what's the perfect amount of gameplay for you?
I was gonna get all technical, saying, well, if I played this many hours a day for this many weeks...
You're not a science professor or a mathematician.
I honestly would say probably about 50 to 60 hours.
That's way too much for you. That's way too much for you.
All together, okay? So I'm talking I always take breaks. Like, I'm just saying, that way it gives me time. I can waddle around.
Yeah.
I can do what I want to do. I can just kind of have fun. I'm not spending all that time necessarily doing gameplay. I'm just kind of exploring and having fun with it.
Got it. My time frame. I think anywhere between 40 to 60 hours is more than enough gameplay to get in, enjoy the story mode, enjoy if there's an online. I think online is a totally different thing because some games
Yes,
you
very
can just online all day.
Oh my goodness, what was that one online we did?
Uncharted?
There you go.
What the? We waited that long for that?
The
Oh, fuck.
PvP for Uncharted was unbearable. That was brutes.
Depends on how you look at it. If we're talking like Uncharted 2's multiplayer, we're talking Uncharted 3's multiplayer, they're kind of different.
They were, but still.
I like The Last of Us multiplayer more than Uncharted's multiplayer, but that's, again, we're hopping into a whole different subject there,
Yeah.
multiplayer games. So, that's our thoughts here on...
Sorry for being so jumpy and bouncing around with different topics. At the end of the day, we feel that roughly 40 to 50 hours
Yep.
is a decent time for gameplay. So what's going to
Depending
happen
on the game.
is we're going to pick up The Witcher. And a couple weeks from now, we will see if we beat it.
We will give you
We will
guys...
give ourselves 50 hours and see what happens, and maybe we can give an update, and
There will be a Witcher update.
obviously, for sure.
It's gonna happen. We're gonna be live streaming that shit yesterday. I don't think we can do it yesterday. But we're gonna be doing some live streams, so check that out over on our Twitch channel. Like, subscribe, follow us, and share this video with your friends. And check us out over on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter,
Instagram.
all those places. We appreciate you guys for supporting us and allowing us to do what we love.
Obviously, we wouldn't be here without you. So, with that being said, salut.
Thank you all.
Have a good day.
Peace.